So Catherine, you committed to doing the whole IMPACTUS Online Sales Academy, 9 modules over just over 3 weeks in the summer. Can I ask you what, as a business owner, what attracted you to invest that time in yourself and the Academy program?
Well, I think it's twofold really, Nick. I think, I knew I needed some support. I knew I needed to learn a lot about sales and to overcome lots of challenges around sales that I had. And so that was the first thing. And secondly, I've known you for a long time, and I know how what a great bloke you are and how brilliant you are at sales and at training as well. So I thought there's a real opportunity here for me to change how I do things with someone who knows what they're doing, and I knew you did. So that was really my main reason for doing it, Nick.
Okay, well, I really appreciate that, Catherine. But I think it also helps that I have a working knowledge of your business, because I think, whilst I've got 60, 70 people on the call, there are certain people I was, trying to go to and reference, etc., etc.
Yeah.
How did you find the numbers and being one of a big group on some of the sessions? Did that work, or was that, different challenge?
I think it was fine. I had no issue with that at all. Some of them had more people on than others, but I was comfortable either way. I think it was, you went out and talked to different people and brought different people on board with you along, as you were talking about it, because they all had different experiences to bring as well. So it was interesting listening to their input as well.
Okay. So given that we had an hour each session, the last one was 90 minutes, but there was predominantly an hour. How did you find the timing of those? Because there's a lot of content to get through, but my job is to make it interactive and engaging. How did you find, as a delegate of the program, committing the hour and seeing what the hour did for you?
Yeah, I think an hour's fine. Any longer than that, I'd have probably just tuned out, possibly a little bit. That's just me. Other people might have been okay, especially on a video call, because I think, don't want to sit looking at the screen for too long. And I think the pace was really good, Nick. You said what you were going to do at the beginning, so we knew what to expect, and then you did it, and then you summarized it at the end, which is always really a really good way of managing anything. And yeah, I think it worked really, really well. I found the pace okay. What I did do was pull out what I felt would be more appropriate for my business. So there were some things that I thought, I know it's all appropriate. You'd say it's all appropriate, but
really, no. I'd agree with you, Catherine. I'd say to you that, a 9-module program, not everyone's going to resonate on every level. So you're right to have done that. Which ones particularly then would you say maybe have resonated the most?
I think the CRM, getting your CRM in gear, really, because, my CRM isn't massive anyway. And I think that's why I've never done it in a really structured way, but I've done that now. I think about who you're targeting and, who you're going to be calling and why you're going to be calling them. The scripting was really, really interesting and really, really useful to me. And the Scotsman acronym.
Okay. For those who don't know, that's a method of scoring your pipeline, where people in sales often go, it's going to be 70% or 80%, and it doesn't mean anything. It just feels like a made-up figure. So the Scotsman acronym is something I put into lots of businesses, which give people a bit of science behind the scoring mechanism. So is that something you've implemented into Kaleidoscope service?
Yeah, I have. And like I said, we don't have a huge CRM, so I don't have to do it actively every minute of every day. It's just something I can sit down and think about after I've had a conversation with someone and actually score it and think, is this actually worth progressing? Or am I getting excited about a potential client who's never actually going to convert into a client? And and where do they sit in there? Somewhere from 0 to 11, I think it is, isn't it?
It is.
So yeah, that was really useful.
Good stuff. Well, listen, you've been an absolute pleasure to have on the program, and obviously in terms of doing the video testimony, I really appreciate it. One little piece of advice you give to somebody who might be considering either dipping into a program or doing the whole program, what would you say to somebody?
I'd just say do it. If you feel you need support with sales within your business, then you can't go to a better person and get more expert advice. So absolutely do it.
I'll thank you again for that, Catherine. Thank you very much. Great to see you.
You're welcome.
And I'll catch up with you soon.
Thank you. Thank you, Nick.
Cheers.